today here at BC Log Stern Rail, we're going to have a go at building a log bench. We're going to start out with this rather nice flare off a cedar tree, red cedar tree, and we're going to cut it in half. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm just going to trim the ends, just to clean them up, so that you can see and draw your lines on the ends so they're nice and clean. Okay, our next job is to cut the ends flush so we have a clean surface and it's easier to work with. You can see the colour of the wood before and how nice and clean it is now. This will certainly help you to see your lines and that type of stuff. So as you can see, the log isn't quite sitting level because one end is about 20 inches and the other end is about 15 inches. So it doesn't have to be absolutely level, but putting a couple of blocks of wood under one end, the small end, will certainly help it out a little bit. So we'll just place these blocks under here like this. And then for our next part, we'll take our tape and we'll measure and we'll find the center. So we've got the center there. And then we'll get the rough center at this end. Next, we're going to draw a line. A level line across, like this. We'll take our pencil, oops, and we're going to do the same on this end as well. So we'll take our level. So here we are, we've got our level line going this way, and now we need to make a level line going the other way. So we have 19 inches across here. Looking at the edges, they don't stick out too far, so half of 19 is 9.5. So we put a mark at 9.5. And when you look at the end, you might decide to move it a little bit one way or the other just to balance it out. But this one looks pretty good at the moment. Take your level it out, and start drawing lines. So there we go. We got a center line this way and we got a center line this way at both ends of the log. Now what we have to do is snap a line from one end to the other. You can do this with a chalk line or an ink line. So we're going to take our ink line here and we'll just take the point here. You could do this with your chalk line as well, just so it's got a little groove for the line to go into. So we've got our ink line here and we stretch it out to the mark on the other end, and we come down here, and this would work for a chalk line too. Connect it to the other one, come down here and make sure that you got the angle right. It shouldn't be way up here or down here. You should be able to lose all the lines, and then just snap it and you have a line. As you can see, it's left quite a nice line running along the bottom here, and so we'll do the same on the other side now. So here's a little trick to help you keep it in the lines. If you mark a 1/4 of an inch above the center line and a 1/4 of an inch below the center line, like that, and do that at both ends. This way you can snap a line from the top and you'll be about 1/4 of an inch above. And 1/4 of an inch below. As you can see, having the line above and the line below, you can go down the center, and this will give you a chance to keep it between the lines, and your log should come out fairly or your surface should come out fairly flat. The saw that I'm going to use is not that big actually, because most people don't have a big saw at home, so I'm just going to use a smaller saw to do this. As you can see, it's about 16-inch bar on it, and it's got dogs in here to lock it. So our next job will be to plane it down to the line, so we've got both surfaces flat.
She